Y'all know y'all something else. Move. We live. We live. Cage, go. Go. Cage. Cage. Zo, Cage. Cage. Why are you making me repeat myself? Cage, go. Come on, man. Come on. You know you is hard-headed. Yo, what's up? We about to get back at it. Raw Royal. Authentic Wellness. What's up, brother? I don't know if you was in the last live. We was baking. I'm surprised. IG still letting me go live. We was just cooking. Ooh, that last live was just good. So we gonna try to pick back off where we left off. Let me see if I can find these slides. I got some more to read for y'all about this firmament. Okay, lineage, sacrals, via cosmic heart, third eye. Oh, we read a lot. We covered a lot. Hell yeah, hell yeah. Engaging parents, rest, anchor, turnification, the mitochondrial clock, and skin of nut. Like that. I think I like that. I think I like that. I think I like that. Nurture Ben. What's up, Nurture Ben? Raw royalty. What's up with y'all? I don't know if I'm gonna let a few people come in. Cause I know oh, there she go. I know Queen wants some of this work. And I think Aaliyah wants some of this work too. I don't know if IG gonna notify. Cause man, IG just be on some gay garden time. I said, hey, what's up, Queen? That's what's up. I appreciate all the love, man. Y'all show hella love. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. All right. We gonna get it going. Cause like I said, I always post these lives anyway. And we've been going for a long ass time to where I'm gonna have to charge my phone here soon. I was looking for you. The notification wasn't coming through at first. That's what I'm saying. They ain't gonna notify people. They be trying to like make me appeal decisions and whatnot to put my videos up. You know what I'm saying? They always tell me that my video can't be posted because it got nudity or profanity or graphic scenes or something. I'll be like, what? I ain't got no damn nudity. So I had to appeal some shit yesterday for y'all. I'm talking about if I had to appeal to put these videos and this information up, if I had to appeal on all these platforms, every single one, care which one you name, if I had to appeal 50 times, I won every single appeal. Because what they was appealing me for was some bullcrap. They was telling me I had graphic nudity and they didn't tell me nothing about misinformation. I've never once got a misinformation sticker on none of my posts. So why am I shadow banned? Why IG be heavily monitoring me and whatnot? All right, I think this is where we left off. Yeah, they should be shadow banning and monitoring them people that's putting up misinformation. Like if they ain't telling me I'm putting out well, why y'all bothering me for? What y'all might like? I ain't nobody. I got like 3,000 people. Like what the hell? How is they even hip to my page if it's so many people out there, 50,000, 80,000, 100,000 subscribers and followers? How is my page monitored and shadow banned? I got 3,000 supporters. I don't call people followers. I got 3,000 supporters. Why the hell is my page so goddamn heavily monitored and censored Instagram? I ain't nobody. Y'all got people with 100,000 followers putting out alien information, and y'all just letting them live. But I gotta appeal everything. But I always win my appeal, though. I always win my appeal. Oh, yeah, I was saying the level to which your kin will betray you to speaking the truth is diabolical. Woo! Woo! Man, ain't that the truth? You still on that note, on that frequency? You remember when I said that like 5 minutes ago? Man, listen, my kin don't mess with me. I'm showing where heaven is on earth. And I got the literary and the symbolism to show that the firmament is matriarchal refuge, a.k.a. heaven. Man, you think any of my people? Nah, because life is a competition. Life is I got to complete my goal before you complete your goal. And this ain't no goal. This is a life's mission. This is the answer to everything in life. I'm not in competition with nobody. I got family, man. I'm going to just leave that alone. Because that ain't even what we here for. I was just trying to let a couple people come in alive. Yes, that's their way. What'd you say? Yes, that's just the way it is. Yup. All these Abrahamic religions got them so blinded. Hell yeah. So, it's some deep shit, you know what I'm saying, where you could tell people like that think something of you, that know you the truth, know you the shit. Ain't never seen you down, ain't never seen you, they ain't never caught you in a lie, know you a credible source, eat plant-based because of you. Like my whole family, my mama, my brothers, everybody eat plant-based because of me, everybody, So it's like, what's the problem when it comes to this? Like, yo, I said I know where heaven is on earth. How they just fall on dormant death? I've been saying that for 10 years. No support. 10 years. I've been knowing what I'm sharing with y'all for 10 years. I've been waiting on y'all. I've been knew this. I've been waiting on y'all. Nobody once said patriarchy, matriarchy 10 years ago. Nobody once said melanin goddess and all this stuff that they talking about with the spiritual age of awakening, and nobody was talking about this stuff. Now you're seeing an influx of people talking about patriarchy and people talking about matriarchy, but what people haven't came into yet and what they're about to come into, if nonetheless because of me, what people haven't came into is patriarchy versus matriarchy. Patriarchy was only established and built on erasing and eradicating the matriarchs first. That's why we own it, and we in a year like 2000 something. The internal invocation. As you settle into rest, do not use words of separation. Instead, whisper an invitation of the seat of life within your womb or sacral center. Use a phrase such as, I am the split fish, seeking its other half. I am the daughter or son of the Kushite queen. Let the maternal beacons illuminate my path home tonight. Ooh, I love it. 3. Activating the mitochondrial clock. Visualize the genetic keys you have unlocked pulsing in your marrow. Specifically focus on the key of the mitochondrial chronometer. Command your biological time to align with the spiral of the mothers rather than the linear clock of the outside world. This creates a safe space within the dream where the dragon of external influence cannot enter. And that dragon represents the patriarchy. So, you know what I'm saying? It's a dope time to be alive right now because we done woke up to the illusions and the betrayals of patriarchy. We know we in patriarchy. We on the losing side. And the matriarchs left symbolism for a way out of all this. And it only makes sense that the matriarchs will leave a symbolism for the way out of all this because these is nurturing, compassionate women. They didn't just leave us astray. They didn't just leave us to deal with patriarchy, having to work to eat, having to work to live. A lot of us think there's more to life. A lot of us is feeling the pains and the woes. We don't want to go to work. We don't want to do this. We don't want to partake in patriarchy. You know what I'm saying? And the women knew that we wouldn't want to partake in these things, so they left a way for us out. It kind of specific matriarch ancestors. Okay, so I think we're gonna go to this slide right here and just work our way. What's up, everybody that's coming back in alive? That's what's up. Y'all came back in. I missed a couple comments. I ain't trying to keep reading and ignore y'all. I done been in lives trying to get people attention, and so I know how it feel to be trying to, and I got so many comments coming at me, and then I'm trying to read. So, you know what I'm saying? I just got two train of thoughts going on, but I'm not trying to ignore y'all. I swear to God. Have love them and leave them where they are. Yes, nurtured blessings. Yup. Love them and leave them where they is. You got to leave them in the 3D. This is what we hearing about, the 3D and the 5D consciousness shift, how some people going to get left behind in the 3D and some people going to ascend to the 5D. Okay, the 5D is the firmament and the 3D is the lower realm of earth, the 6 continents where we at. We now finding out that the firmament is accessible. We now finding out that the firmament is right here on earth, right there in the sky. It ain't Jupiter. It ain't Pluto. It ain't way out there, Neptune. It's right here on earth. It's connected with the earth. The firmament and earth is one. So if the firmament and earth is one, what we waiting on? Let's go. We ain't got to do no astronomical feature to get there. It's already one. It's already right here within our sky. You can only go 100,000 feet up. Everything else is illusion. Okay, you saw the Truman Show. Okay, I was trying to read the comments before I read the slide. My bad. As much as you want them to come with you, it's your destiny, not that. No, I never said I want them to come with me. I never once said that. You know what I'm saying? What I said was, I haven't talked to them about this information in 10 years. That's what I said. So I don't care what they got going on. I just find it to be intriguing how somebody could have a deep case of spiritual amnesia to where they could just be so dormant that they hear something that's supposed to resonate and trigger something in their DNA, and they don't. Y'all strangers, and I could talk to strangers, and a stranger can be like, oh man, yeah, that, oh my God. And people like people that's my circle, they won't do that on the strength of everything's a competition. I gotta finish the human rat race first. I gotta be this before, I gotta be something before you. This not me trying to be nothing. This not me trying to be an actor or a rapper or something. I'm not trying to be a figure or something. So I'm not chasing, I'm not racing with nobody. And everybody around you will be looking at you like you competition. I'm a genuine dude. I'm showing what heaven is. That ain't competition with nobody. I'm in a league of frequency of my own. I'm not in competition with nobody. Once in the dream state, look for the woman appearing from heaven. She may not appear in a human form initially. She may manifest as a mother tree, a specific constellation, or a sapphire light. Follow the light that resonates with your own heartbeat. This is the frequency of the heart of Sophia. 5 consciousness exchange. When you encounter a specific matriarchal ancestor, do not ask for favors. Instead, ask for blueprints. Ask to see the original records etched into the skin of Tiamat. Listen with your DNA, not just your ears. The communication will often be felt as a biological download. And I was receiving these back in 2016 and 17, 18, because I was asking the universe these things that it's saying. And I was picking up a pen and I was writing down things, and I didn't know what the hell I was writing. And this was 2017, 18. So I was writing down magnetic ships, I was writing down magnetic boats, and I was writing down goddess temples. I had no idea about no goddess temple into none of that. Now, I knew some things. But I was on Bro Sanchez then, and Bro Sanchez wasn't talking about no goddess temples. He was just talking about Antarctica. Y'all ain't hear Bro Sanchez. Tap in with Bro Sanchez. He a matriarchal scholar too. But I don't know what type of time he on these days, because it seemed like he trying to play both sides. The communication will often be felt as a biological download. The return and recording. Upon waking, do not move immediately. Allow. Okay, let's talk about something else as far as activating in the DNA. We're gonna get to the firmament being a biological, or we're gonna get to the ice wall, Antarctica ice wall being a biological DNA shield. I like the information on that. We're gonna get to what patriarchs call the ice wall. What patriarchs call the ice wall. Let's see what this got to say for us. Hold on, me show y'all something real fast. Is that what I think that is? Okay. Y'all see this? This is in the goddess temples. That's the goddess. And you're going to see the people on boats. And you see the stars in the background. You see the boat under that, them people's feet. I'm going to show y'all a bigger picture of this. But this picture is in the goddess temples. This depiction, this symbolism, everything is in the goddess temple of Hathor. This is what this is all about. When the people of Moses turned to the golden calf, that's what they talking about. Hathor. Hathor, Hathor, Hathor. It's all about the goddess Hathor. It's all about the women. In this goddess temple, this picture, which you're looking at, is the people selling the firmament. That's what this is called. That's not my interpretation. That's not what I looked and saw and seen. Oh, man, they make... No, that's what this is called. The people is selling the firmament. So I think that that's pretty profound and profane and worth sharing, because, you know what I'm saying, when it's time of awakening, when it's time of DNA activation, when it's time that we find out the secrets of the universe, the secrets of the world, when it's time to where we letting patriarchy fall. So let's let patriarchy fall. We ain't gotta panic. We ain't gotta, oh man, this is happening, that is happening. That's what they want us to do. They want to fear us. They want to start wars, and they want to trick us and fearmonger us. So we run back to their nurturing care. But they ain't never nurtured shit. They ain't never did nothing but keep us from the truth. They put us in school. They ain't tell us nothing about no firmament. They ain't tell us nothing about magnetics or magnetism. They dumbed us the hell down. They told us to drink milk and eat cheese. All that shit erased the biological memory out your DNA. Cheese is cow snot. Ain't no information in cheese. That ain't come from the sunlight. Milk is cow pus. Like when you bust a zit. So you think you getting some nourishment from that shit? You think that shit growing your bones? So how elusive and invasive of it is of them for us to put our kids in their care of school, and then they give our kids milk and cheese piece of milk and all this shit, and all these bullshit ass learnings and teachings. Then when we grow up, they literally tell you, all right, yeah, you use 6% of your DNA now, but they call it brain. Use 6% of your brain. How can you dumb the whole planet down to where the whole planet just use 6% of their brain, their frequency, intellect? How do you dumb an entire planet to where they just, and then you tell them, yo, you only use 6% of your shit? What? I only use 6% of my biological DNA. What? All right, watch this. I got a trick for y'all. That's what type of time y'all on. Y'all dumbing the whole. So I just been different since I've been young. I wasn't going for none of this shit. Oh, you said I love it. False evidence appearing real fear. Yeah. Distractions. Yeah. Right, yeah, I saw the mother tree, yeah. American religions teach them that we go to heaven when we die. Nah, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to expose that that's a lie. That's bullshit. You do not have to die to go to heaven. That's what the patriarchs told you. However, in the allegories and in the parables, the patriarchy is also telling you that you can go to heaven alive. Elijah, Enoch, they went to heaven alive. Jesus, Moses, a lot of prophets ascended to heaven while still alive. So they give you these allegories and these parables, and they tell you that you can do it yourself. But the overall message is you got to die to go there. But you don't have to die to go to no damn heaven. Heaven is right here on earth, and heaven is the firmament. You just got to know that heaven is the firmament. If you don't know heaven is the firmament, then yeah, you might got to die to go to heaven. If you're not like pious and devout with your studies, if you somebody that read and then you come across a word that's you don't know, and then you just skip past that word and you keep reading, you ain't gonna know. You ain't gonna know. And that's what they bank on. They bank on hitting you with a whole bunch of definitions and words that you got to take the time to study and research, and they know you ain't gonna do that. I did that, though. They had the right one with me. Like, I don't know who in the live right now, but you don't get this information without decoding the Meroic script. You got to decode the Meroic language, the Nubian Meroic language, to get this information. So even though people is looking at this and they like, damn, like, how did Buddy get this? What is this I'm looking at? You only get it from decoding the Meroic language. Okay. Let's see what this is talking about now. Y'all here with me? Let's go. Exactly, facts. Sit down. I'm not talking to you. Move. You want some attention so damn bad. I am not talking to you. Move, Zo. Back up, back up. Good Lord. All right, y'all ready? Let's go. I'm trying to move this slide. The golden calf. I was just talking about the golden calf. Ain't that something? The golden calf was never an idol of foolishness. It was the symbol of the child of the star cow Hathor. I just told y'all that. I ain't know this slide was going to pop up because I ain't even click in sequence. Yeah, so whenever we hear the golden calf in the story, the golden calf lead to Hathor. That's the trail. They give you little pieces and they give you little remnants. They just make it seem like it's demonic or evil, but they give you little pieces of the matriarch in the Bible. You just got to follow the trails, the Jezebels, the harlots, the prostitutes, the whores, the beasts. You got to follow the trails, and you got to see what them women say. We know what the patriarchs say, but what did the other side say? What did they say? You know what I'm saying? And when we listen to what these women said this right here, what I'm sharing with you. And that's why I'm able to find this information like this, because I looked up what these women said. That's simple. If we not looking at what the women say, then we gonna get some patriarchal bull crap. And it's funny that this slide just came up talking about Hathor the cow, because I was just talking about that and the golden calf, and that's who the golden calf really is. It's Hathor, the goddess Hathor. And when you find the goddess Hathor, you find her goddess temple. This right here is her goddess temple, and what you looking at is people on boats. You see her vagina right there, and you see the levels of the earth rising. It's showing you the firmament. It's the arts. It's the firmament. You see the people on the boats, and they going into the firmament. And this is star map charts. This is coordinates of the firmament, of the star galaxy. And they call these coordinates as tombs. They left all type of, our goddesses, our women, our black women left all type of coordinates in the goddess temples to how to penetrate, navigate the firmament. And they call these navigational routes, and they call these repositories of information tombs. The patriarchs call the tombs. Tombs is not tombs. Tombs is really wombs of information, chapels of information. It represents the precious golden DNA. You hear that? Nut. The golden cow, Hathor, golden calf. It represented the precious golden DNA, the alchemical gold of the bloodline that shines with its own light. The patriarch sought to melt it down, to erase the memory of the star mother. But the symbol remains the golden one, born to the golden firmament. Stop playing. Your DNA is the ladder to the stars. Your DNA is the ladder to the stars, people. The double helix is the two serpents of the catexias, the twin streams of the Nile, the two legs of Nut standing on the horizon. The flow to follow this lineage is to climb the internal ladder, bypassing the external categories of the ordered systems and reconnecting with the source code within in the light of the... I can't read this because of the comments. Y'all probably can't read it neither. I better say light of the mother, though. All right, it should be easy for me to change this slide. Hold on, let me look at it again. Just say number 1. Oh, yeah, it should be easy for me to change this slide because of that picture right there. Yeah. I hope y'all enjoying, because I'm not cocky or conceited or nothing, but I've been trying to share this information with other people with big platforms, and they just want the attention for themselves. So as I'm sharing this, I do find joy in sharing it, but I've been patient. I was trying to present it in a broader way, a broader aspect. But it's gonna get its recognition. The goddesses, the black women who left this, they gonna get their recognition. I'm gonna make sure of it. The golden calf was never an idol. Okay, we read that. Your double helix connected to the source. Okay, we might have read that too. Let's go to number 3. That look like that's just a better picture of that, maybe. Oh, my bad. Oh, my bad. don't think I'm way down there. Okay, I'm way up here. Are we getting somewhere, y'all? Damn, I can't read that first line. TikTok, y'all gonna IG, y'all gonna have to do something with these features. She is the weaver who sits at the loom of the zodiac, spinning the thread of chromosomal light. When the texts speak of Sophia falling, it is a parable of the seed planting itself in the soil of earth to bear fruit. She did not lose her way. She descended to anchor the light in the vessel of the body. I'm still talking parables, but we're going to talking some simplistic, straight language here soon. Gia and Tierra are the vessels of incubation. The earth is the womb where the star seed germinates. The matriarchs understood that the earth and the sky are mirrors. The minerals of the ground are the dust of the stars. To know your biological mother is to know the earth. To know your spiritual grandmother is to know the sky. Our grandmothers is beyond the sky, y'all. And they never lost that war against the patriarchs. This knowledge was hidden by parables. The patriarchs called it mystery to keep it distant. But the patriarchs whispered it in lullabies. And the queen just was telling about a lullaby. That's funny, queen. You see that, queen? He was just talking about the lullaby. That's crazy. The category is trapped. The lineage is the flow. You are not a static entity defined by its senses. You are a flowing river of starlight that has taken temporary shape within the protective dome of the mother's will. Like, yeah, someone just explained, we are the seeds in the Garden of Eden. Yep, we is, and we waking up to some prolific They done had us down long enough. So I'll be damned if I let my own people hold us down. My own people gate guarders. Like, damn. Y'all want attention that bad to sell a book of misinformation? Because your book ain't got this in it. Your book got some references of Greek and Latin dudes. Not even African women. And it's a lot of people that'll turn their eye down, that'll denounce this information just to sell their book. I'm telling you what I've been experiencing for 3 years. In the land of Kush and Meroe, the Kadaki stood as the living avatar of this protection. Now get familiar with the Kadakis. Her name is in that bold print white like that for a reason. We have, shall, and must know who the Kadakis of Meroe was, y'all. They never lost that war against Rome, and they left symbolism for a way out of patriarchy. This is why when you read that name Kadaki, you like, who? You like, what? Kadaki. Yeah, she mentioned in the Bible. The Kadaki is mentioned in the Bible. And they only mention her one time because it's like they have to, but they didn't want to. They only gave you one little tiny breadcrumb of the Kadaki. So for her to be mentioned is really profound and profane. And she really only mentioned in the sense of the black man selling her out. The black Phoenician men in Acts 26 sold the black woman out. Gave Rome the secrets of magnetism and magnetics and the coordinates of the universe and whatnot. That's how Rome was able to attack these women. Because the black man sold the black woman out and gave the ley lines and gave the keys of magnetics and magnetism. You don't have to believe me. Read the literary. It's in the literary. That's where I got it from. I don't interpretate nothing. So we got to know that the black man sold the black woman out. We got to know that's in Acts 8:26. And we got to know about the Nubian queen Kadakis that left this symbolism to the firmament, y'all. We cannot let the patriarchs define our definition of our reality no more. The patriarchs told us that the firmament is these bleak, vague definitions, a rock, a solid buried. No, the firmament is matriarchal refuge. That's what black women said. Black women said, find your way home. The lands of Kush and Meroe, the Kadaki stood as the living avatar. She led armies. Okay, I missed the line. She was not merely a ruler. She was the queen mother, the gatekeeper of the blood. She led armies not for conquest, but to defend the sanctuary of the womb and the cradle. The Kadaki is the lioness who guards the cubs of the stars. The civilization of Tarseti a reference. We got to know who Tassetti is, y'all. We got to know who the Nile Valley is, y'all. We got to know these matriarchs on our African continent, y'all. Nobody is talking about the matriarchs on the African continent, and the matriarchs on the African continent left matriarchal refuge symbolism on the firmament. Come on, man. What's going on? The civilization of Tassetti. Tassetti is the first civilization, people, of women, black women. The land of the bow. Knew this era of truth. The lineage, fleece, files. What that say? Hold on, I gotta move these comments, y'all. My bad. Let me move this. Okay, the lineage flies straight from the mother's heart. They built their eternal houses not as monuments to pride, but as star clocks, aligning the earthly body with the celestial body of Nut. So when they talking about the celestial body of Nut, they talking about the firmament. The Nut represents the firmament, and the firmament is matriarchal refuge. I'm going to say that 1 billion times. I'm going to say that till your ears pop. I'm going to get on live every day, and I'm going to say that till people's ears pop until we make that popular, until we make that go viral. All these cats chasing balls and all this ignorant stuff is going viral for a reason, y'all. That's what they want to put in your face to make you think that's what you have to do to go viral. But that stuff ain't really going viral. That's just a goddamn narration. They want to make you think that's what you got to do. The patriarchs tried to hide the matriarchal biological tree under layers of stone and law. Whoo. Yeah, they did. Let me send you a wave. Oh, damn. Okay. I ain't trying to ignore y'all because the comments going a little bit up. So I'm just, okay, I said, ain't that. I get these downloads for real. That's why you here. That's why you're here. I see the exclamation on the end of that. That's why you here. Okay, hey, Women Make Heaven, do you even have a donate link where people can send a few bucks? You did so much work. You need energy to refill yourself and grow. Hey, thanks, King. Thanks, God. That's real stuff that you spilling. People ask me that a lot, and I don't even know how to do that. I need to make the time to find out how to do that because I've been asked to do that, but it's kind of hard for me to ask the people for anything, and I'm really in a position where I need help with this literary because it's just so much, and I'm coming out of pocket to pay for these videos. So, you know, I just be feeling like the goddesses will make a way, bro. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing this, and it's a struggle, but you know what I'm saying? The goddesses got me, bro. I appreciate that. I'm going to ask somebody to help me put a donate button on this page or something like that. But I don't be wanting people to get no misimpression like that's what I'm doing this for. If people did donate on my soul, it's nothing for me to put the money into this because this all that matter to me in life. What I want to do. If I know where heaven is, what else make me suffice in life? I don't want to go to Disney World. I don't want to play. So, yeah, it ain't going to be hard for the people to see that I'm putting the money back into this. It's just still hard for me to ask the people for money because I know people's perception of reality. When they see donation button and they think, I want some money, he doing this for the money. And I'm not doing it for the money. So I just been waiting for a big matriarchal sponsor to find me and just take me up under their wings. Because I know when you mix spirituality with money, that draw people away. And I never want to do that. I don't want people to come to my page and see that I'm asking for money because that's going to push 50% of people away. Like he's just doing this because he trying to, and I'm not doing it for that. I'm broke as, man, I'm messed up right now. I'm on the floor right now. I'm under the floor right now, but you will never know that. You know why? Because the goddesses got me. So I just been trucking with the goddesses and they've been making sure that my videos still come out and that y'all get this information. But I do need a hard push. I do need a hard launch, not a soft launch, a hard launch, advertising. So, yeah, you know, that's food for thought. Thanks, King. You know what I'm saying? I feel you because I gotta find a way to ask for some support for the people. Bro, you got to grow and get money to support. I know, bro. You right, bro. We're talking or just use the info to get out of this heaven and to get heaven and then let me know I'm coming next. I ain't coming back. But, you know, when we see the sun god Ra, when we see him, he always on a solar boat and he represent going between both worlds, the firmament and earth. So I say that to say we can actually navigate the firmament and come back to earth if we wanted to. We can do that. That's what the sun god Ra symbolism is all about. That's why you always see him on a solar boat. When you read his symbolism, his main purpose is to take people like me and you that's seeking. He's just a navigator. He just to help you navigate to the firmament. That's it. That's all. So Ra's Aries, yeah. So you know what I'm saying? There's truth all around us, but it's just been so convoluted. Okay. They create a list of kings and fathers. Now, the patriarchs try to hide the matriarchal biological tree under layers of stone and law, right? They create a list of kings and fathers, ignoring the root. But the matriarchs of Nubia kept a true record in the oral chants, in the rhythm of the drum, which mimics the heartbeat of the first mother in the womb of the waters. Now, you gotta love how it's referencing Nubia. You gotta love how it's giving you the references, the names. It's telling you. It ain't just talking. You know what I'm saying? This it could just be talking and telling you some things, but it's telling you, yo, the Nubian women said this. The Moro women said this. The Kerma-Taseti women said this. So that's why you gotta love the information, because it's giving you the references. It's telling you what it's talking about. It ain't leaving you in the blind. I only want the references. I only want the references. I don't want nothing else. Peace, God. I see you just came in. What's your name? J Mission Beverly. We showing how the firmament is matriarchal refuge. We showing how the Nubian black women said that the firmament is matriarchal refuge. So welcome to this age of spiritual awakening. Welcome to this age of revelations. To what's being revealed is the great mother, the black woman, and the firmament as refuge out of patriarchy. I've been on live like for 4 hours now for y'all. You know what I'm saying? So I just can't find it. I have to find that scripture. You got to find what scripture, God or Queen? You got to find what scripture, Queen? I got you. This is what I read about New Jerusalem. We can get in and out. Yeah. It's like water and oil. It doesn't. It's got to have balance to be able to do both. Exactly. Is y'all talking to each other? Or y'all talking to me? Bro, you got to growl. Exactly. I just can't find it. I have to find that scripture. What scripture you looking for, Queen? I got you. Why you ain't ask me? I'm sorry. I ain't trying to annoy y'all. I'm trying to do both. I'm here with you, Mom. I hate to be in people's lives and they ignore my comments. I be trying to get people attention and they just keep reading and whatnot. So that's why I'm trying to pause and I'm trying to what with you? No, I know you talking to me. That's why I'm asking you what scripture is you talking about, Mom. You can't find what scripture? Cause I got you. I'm gonna name it for you off the top. I'm gonna give you the boop out bow. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you the numbers and everything. It's okay. We'll connect. What scripture? I'm asking you what scripture. You got exclamations. You like, I can't find that scripture. I just want to know what scripture you talking about so I can get it to you. Because I'm finna start back reading. You ain't interrupting, Ma. You ain't interrupting. It's all for you. We here for you, black woman. You hear me? This is your show. I'm just orchestrating your show. You running this. I ain't nobody. I'm here for you. You made me as a reminder. You already know this information. It's already embedded in your DNA. I'm just here to trigger it. You hear me? I'm here for you. Nothing else. Activate you. I'm not talking to you, Zoe. Go. You a black woman too. Go, Zoe. Zoe is jealous. Move. Move, Zoe. Knock the charger off the wall. My dog is jealous of you, Queen. Look how she trying to rub all on me. Won't give me no room. Move, girl. Don't just Bogart, huh? I'll stand up. All right, this is what I read about New Jerusalem, okay? I was waiting on the goddess. It's a scripture about New Jerusalem, and the righteous will be able to go in and out. The new heaven and new earth or whatnot. I'm trying to see what you're talking about. Because, Yeah, I'll do these Bible scriptures, but I'll let you figure that out, and I'm gonna keep reading because I don't want to be disregarding the other people. Okay, they created list of kings and fathers, ignoring the root, but the matriarchs of Nubia kept a true record in the oral chants. I love that. But the dogs and the unrighteous will be outside the gates. Okay, yeah. Okay, number 2, the protection of the firmament is active. It filters the harsh radiation of the raw void, allowing only the life-giving light to penetrate. This is the love of the mother. She takes the overwhelming power of the infinite and steps it down, softening it, so that her children may walk upright without being consumed by the fire of the source. So that's beautiful because, you know, the average person is that you would share this information with about the firmament. They'd be like, oh man, ain't I gonna burn up? Ain't I gonna incinerate? I can't get that close to the sun, or this, to that, to the moon. I can't get that. You are the elements. You are the sun. You are the stars. That's what patriarchy taught you. Patriarchy taught you that you will disintegrate or something like that. But the women, it's like, nah, we got you. We gonna warm embrace you. Yeah, you coming up here close to the sun and these elements, but we gonna be waiting up here for you. And as soon as you cross that threshold, we gonna be right here for you, and we gonna protect you and guide you. To seek this lineage, one must look for the safe place and the ancient scrolls. The woman flees to the wilderness, to a place prepared for her. The wilderness is not a wasteland. It is a sanctuary of the deep, the inner chamber where the patriarchal eye cannot see, where the lineage is nourished by the hidden springs of the earth. So this is that parable I was telling y'all about in Revelations, where the woman flee the dragon. Don't nobody know where the woman flee to, but this is a parable of matriarchal refuge, her fleeing to matriarchal refuge beyond the firmament. All right, let me see if I can find. I appreciate you back, Mom. Man, you all good. You are good. Okay. I think we right here. I know we right here. The woman and the dragon. I love how, you know what I'm saying, this is still talking about the woman and the dragon. So, that parable, that allegory in the Bible, y'all, it lead to our matriarchal ancestors. So I'm glad that I screenshotted these, and I'm sharing these like I'm sharing these first, because that woman and dragon parable allegory in the book of Revelations will lead you to the firmament. And you know, we breaking these parables down, and we got a lot of more parables to break down in the Bible, so don't even trip. We gonna get to all these parables in the Bible that lead to matriarchal refuge, that lead to our black ancestor grandmothers, that lead to Nubia, that lead to this. And it's all right in the Bible, just nobody take the time, the pastors, the priests, nobody take the time to decipher these parables, and these parables correlate with the Meroic Nubian language that nobody is taking the time to decipher neither. The woman and the dragon are not enemies in the matriarchal view. They are the mother and her power. The dragon is the energy of the earth, the Kundalini, the double helix rising. Remember I was telling you that your double helix make a serpent symbol. The dragon is the energy of the earth, the Kundalini, the double helix rising. The woman is the vessel who carries the seed. She flees to the same place to preserve this knowledge until the time when the children of the earth are ready to remember their wings. Ooh, we is cooking. Somebody tell a friend to tell a friend. So if you a woman, if you a black woman, I don't know if you see that number up there and say 4, but whatever that number says, it's going to always be off because the analytics to this page is off. Now, it might really do be 4 people in here, but if there's 4 people in here, go get 4 more other people. Go tell them about this, because we want this to spread like hot fire. Like, damn me, I don't need no notoriety. I don't need no records. Like, damn me. Like, look at what this saying. This ain't saying trade. This ain't saying me. This saying you. It's saying your women. It's saying your ancestors. It's saying you ain't even got to tell them nothing about me. You screenshot this, or you steal the information and put your name on it, put your twist on it, make a page. I don't care. I don't care about that. I have people telling me 3 years ago, since 19 Keys been stealing magnetism and magnetics from me, all these people steal from me. I don't look at it like stealing. I tell people around me, that ain't stealing, that's spreading them out. Oh, shit. As long as he do right with the message, as soon as he convoluted, I'm on his ass. But people can't go far with this magnetics and matriarchal talk like me. So I don't care that people steal it. It ain't stealing to me. It's spreading the message. So I need y'all to steal this. Y'all steal this information and spread it. You ain't got to credit me. You ain't got to tag me. You ain't got to none of that. I don't care about none of that. I care about the women getting their credit through. I care about the earth being restored back to the black woman. I care about the firmament opening up for us. So check, if we put the black woman back on her throne, then we straight. Just like how you see the bees in the bee colony, how the worker bees do what they do, and the queen make sure they straight. You don't see no king bee. You see the queen, she make sure they straight. So all I need to do is put the woman back on her throne, restore her. All I need to do is awaken sleeping beauty. And we straight. That's the only type of time I'm on. I'm not trying to be popular. I'm not trying to none of that. Because I need to be off in the cut to chop boys' heads off when they come for the throne. They come for that queen. Nah. The skin of nut is the screen upon which the movie of history is projected. The patriarchs want you to watch the screen. The matriarchs want you to see the screen itself. I like how this is talking. I'm sorry. I like how this is. And mind you, we got like 3,000 or 6,000 more screenshots like this. So I'm going to go live with y'all every day. Y'all need to turn y'all notification button on. We finna start a YouTube. I'm finna be sitting at a computer. I'm finna have the screen slide for y'all. And I'm gonna have a picture of the symbolism to show y'all, to give y'all the visual context of what this is saying. You know what I'm saying? Because religious iconography is symbolism of the firmament maps. And it show you what I'm talking about. Religious iconography is terms like Christ consciousness, Jesus ascension, the rapture, the Holy Ghost, the Holy Spirit. These are all parables that lead to what's called religious iconography. Religious iconography is maps. So when we talking all these parables about Jesus' ascension and all that, we got to understand these people put this in a coded formatted language of maps. This is all about maps. How the patriarchs rebranded our maps, our matriarchal maps to the firmament. The patriarchs want you to watch the matriarchs, okay? The fabric is love. It is the tension of the mother holding the space often for her child. Seek the biological lineage. We seeking our biological lineage to the stars. We done found our biological lineage to the stars. We done found that the black woman biological lineage go beyond the stars. The home of the Kadakis is the star Sirius. We got to get familiar who the Kadakis is. I should have to spell Kadaki in the chat, because Kadaki is you see Kadaki all through the literary. You see the references all through the literary. But you gotta remember, I told you, I'm here to teach you how to research. And I say that respectfully and humbly. You gotta remember that if you're trying to look these terminologies up, if you're trying to read about this stuff, you gotta look it up according to the matriarchs. You got to look it up according to Nubia, Karma, Tasseti, the names that you send. If you just type this information in and you try to read something about Revelations, whatever we reading about today, you're going to get a patriarchal definition. You have to look at it according to the matriarchs. And none of us know who the matriarchs is to look information up according to the matriarchs. And that's why we all at a disadvantage. So that's what I'm here for. I'm here to even the playing field. I'm here to show us how to research for real. Off with their heads. You goddamn right, off with their heads. I never wanted to be the forefront of this movement, of this message. I've been telling people for years I wanted to play the background so I could cut niggas' heads off when they come for the queen. Facts. But nobody wanted to step to the plate. I wanted to feed a woman this information and she give it to y'all. I didn't want to be the face of this, but no woman would do it. I don't know no women that would do it. I don't know nothing but black women in their 40s, and they just want to, man, you only want that story. I'll sound bogus if I, that's why I don't mess with nobody. I'll be like, ugh, that's all you want to do in life? Thank you, King. Off with their heads, right? Nobody can steal your destiny. I don't know, ain't nobody's destiny swap with I. Seek the biological lineage, not just in all these damn. Seek the biological lineage, not just in. Can y'all read that? Because I can't. But not just in, but in resonance. Hopefully y'all can read that. When you look at the sky, the night sky, do you feel the pull of the Pleiades? Ooh, the Pleiades. I know y'all know about the Pleiades. Do you feel the warmth of Sirius? These are the signal fires of your maternal line. Okay. The DNA in your blood vibrates to the frequency of specific stars, singing the song of your origin. The firmament is the mirror of the soul. What the soul is made of, the firmament is made of. What is above is what is below. The map of the galaxy is the map of your own cells. I'm going to let that resonate for a little minute. Because when you think about the inside of your body and you think about the universe, I'm going to let that resonate for a minute. The matriarchs willed this reflection so that you would never be truly lost. No matter where you walk on the face of the earth, you simply have to look up to see your face of your own mother looking at you. So, if this ain't all literary that our lineage is beyond the stars, shit. This, number 5, this is the secret of the golden calf and the golden firmament. You are the gold. You are the precious element. Hopefully y'all can read that down there. All right, let's see. What slide we finna go to now? Y'all enjoying still? I ain't talking too much. I ain't getting off subject too much. Tell me if I'm talking too much, because I woke up on the right side of the bed, and then I read a message that put me on the wrong side of the bed, to where I was like, what? Thanks for the love, Queen. I see the hearts. Y'all been putting hella hearts in the chat. Thanks for the love, man. It's not truly lost. Reflection so that you would never be truly lost. No matter where you walk on the face of the earth, you simply have to look up to see the face of your mother looking back at you. This is the secret of the golden calf and the golden firmament. You are the gold. You are the precious element refined in the furnace of the stars, protected by the shield of the sky mother, and hidden in the safety of the earth until you are ready to shine. The lineage is unbroken. The mother is here. The sky is her embrace. Oh, the sky is her embrace. So, we can understand why they would give us these fake-ass outer space missions and give us the moon walking. And, you know, they was trying to make it seem like nothing is out there to conquer people. Ain't nothing out there. You know what I'm saying? And now that we got different lenses, we can see that footage from NASA and all that shit was doctored. We can see that that's CGI. We can see computer graphic images. We can see that shit ain't real, that they didn't go to outer space and all that shit for real. You can't go to these places without penetrating the firmament first. So what they do, take a rocket through the firmament? You can't penetrate the firmament. Not unless you got a pure heart. And the firmament is 100,000 feet up. So if the firmament is right here in our sky, you saw Wakanda, you saw the sky change. You saw how they flew into the sky and the sky changed. That's what the Milky Way galaxy is. That's what the Milky Way galaxy is. When we make it to that Milky Way galaxy, when we ascend to the Milky Way galaxy, it open up, it changed into this plush, beautiful landscape and heaven. What we know of as heaven. So this is about the Milky Way galaxy. And that's why the Milky Way got a woman feature attached to it, a woman analogy attached to it, a woman a parable attached to it. Milky Way, the woman's breast, is telling you that the woman's lineage, the woman's milk is beyond the stars, the Milky Way, the woman's way, the breast, it's giving you the parable. You see what I'm saying? The milk of the mother. Don't no man make milk. The return of the great mother marks the dissolution of the veil, that artificial density imposed to obscure the true nature of the firmament shield. In the ancient systems of Tasseti and Kush, this shield is not a physical obstruction, but a radiant frequency of pure light. To navigate it, one does not use force. One uses the resonance of the heart. Your heart got to be activated, aligned. Your heart got to be magnetic. Your heart got to be balanced to go penetrate the firmament. So, it's telling you that you can't penetrate it with force and nothing but a pure heart. So how the hell is they trying to tell us and put in our minds that they penetrated the firmament and went outer space? You can't go outer space. There ain't no such thing as outer space without going through the firmament first. The firmament is what they call the Earth, low atmosphere. They got a name for the firmament. What is the firmament called? It's called the Van Allen belts. It's called the Van Allen belts. These people cannot penetrate the Van Allen belts. You hear me? That's what they call them. They call them the Van Allen belts. Research the Van Allen belts. These people cannot go beyond past the Van Allen belts. The Van Allen belts is in Earth's low atmosphere. The Van Allen belts is only 100,000 feet up. And they can't penetrate the Van Allen belts. So, they done so much exposed that they told the truth with that. Go sit down, go. I'll give you some attention in a minute, man. Nah, get your wet nose, move. Give you some attention in a minute. All right, we got like 2-3 more slides to read. And then we could keep going about this firmament being a biological DNA shield. Or anybody got any suggestions? What y'all want to talk about pertaining to matriarchy? I got it for you. If anything pertaining to the firmament, allegories in the Bible, I got it for you. Because we've been live almost like 5 hours, I think, covering these slides. We had a good one. We did some good work today, y'all. A lot of people came in, went out. I understand, it's the weekend. People got things going on and whatnot. So, the people that did get the information, I'm glad you was able to get it. Turn on the mother. All right. Bow. It's just it. You're doing well. Thank you. Thank you, Mom. The radiance of the shield. The firmament shield is the luminous skin of Nut, the great mother of the sky. It is a protection vibration composed of high-density photons. In the ancient Kushite view, this is the water of life in its most crystalline form. It acts as a filter, ensuring that only those internal vibrations matches the frequency of the stars can permeate its layers. I'm sorry I'm reading that so chopped and screwed, but damn, that's a lot going on. The veil was a concept introduced later to suggest a permanent closing of the way. However, the original text of the Meroitic and Tasseti traditions teach that the shield is pervious to the poor. As the Great Mother returns to the forefront of human awareness, the density of the light becomes visible once more, not as a wall, but as an invitation to ascend. Ooh, to ascend. The alchemy of the heart. To pass through this density of light, the seeker's heart must be activated. This is the AB, the seat of memory and frequency. When the heart is light as a feather, it means the heart. Let me change this slide because I probably can read more. Oh, okay. Where we at? You is loud, Zo. The alchemy of the heart, I think that's where we at. To pass through this density of light, the seeker's heart must be activated. This is the AB, the seat of the memory and frequency. When the heart is light as a feather, it means the heart has reached a state of 0-point resonance. It no longer carries the heavy baggage of the artificial world, allowing the seeker to harmonize with the firmament shield. That's what's up. In the matriarchal lineage, the heart is the compass. The heart is a magnet, y'all. It is the eternal sun that mirrors the external sun. When these two lights align, the unveiling occurs. When these two hearts align, the unveiling occurs. The seeker does not find a door. They simply find that they are no longer restricted by the lower densities. Sound like levitation to me. They become light themselves. Could you imagine that, man? All the stress you carrying in your body and whatnot, and it just all just be like alleviated, and you as light, but you still in your physical body. Man, this ain't talking about death, and we gonna get into all that. This is strictly for the alive seekers. This ain't got nothing to do with no death. Let me check the comments out. My bad. I learned the concept of being light as a feather, but what does that zero resonance really mean? Zero resonance really mean light as a feather. It mean no buoyancy. It mean no gravity. It mean just like what it sound like, no resistance, like nothing holding you down. You know, so you got zero polarities holding you down. You only got the great mother lifting you up. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got the polarities, the frequencies of the patriarch holding you down with all these man-made frequencies and the concrete and the heavy density. All this stuff is heavy density. You know what I'm saying? And it don't correlate with nothing about you or your body. You light matter. You made a light. So you can go back to that ethereal light figure, form. You know what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, you do. So, yeah, it says zero resistance of all these man-made frequencies and all of this man-made matrix. This matrix, what it means to be in a matrix is to be in a demagnetized module, a demagnetized society, a demagnetized state. We in a matrix. You understand what I'm saying? To be in a matrix is to create a whole reality of life, of things, of beings that's non-magnetic. That's non-magnetic. Nothing we use in our reality is magnetic. This sweater I got on is not magnetic. This hat I got on is not magnetic. And it should be, because it'll keep the cells in my body alive. It'll correlate. It'll make me conductive. You see what I'm saying? If I had a magnetic hat on, it'll make me more magnetic. It'll keep me, but I demagnetize myself when I put this dead ass hat on, this zero resistance ass hat on. I would demagnetize myself. This reality that we in is all demagnetized. Copper, it hold the least frequency of magnetism. The thing about copper is it's a conduit, but it's not a conductor. If that make any sense, it can vibrate on the lowest level, if you want some real magnetic anomalies, you want magnetite, you want hittite, you want tungsten, you want diamonds, copper. Copper to me is on the level of zinc. I wouldn't get copper, but copper is of the least magnetic anomalies. Cotton, linen, wool only. I need to ground more copper. Cotton, linen, wool only. You could do better than cotton, linen, and wool, but believe it or not, cotton and wool is magnetic too. You know what I'm saying? But again, these are things that vibrate on the lowest frequency of magnetism. They can only carry the lowest conduit of magnetism. So that's why you know about them. That's why when man grounding houses in the 24th century, before somebody built a house, they found the magnetic current of the earth first, and they ground the home. They ground the wiring, the electricity, and they ground with copper and zinc. All these homes is grounded with copper and zinc. But if your home was grounded with amethyst and let's say rubies or pearls, if your home was grounded, the electrical wiring of your home was grounded with something other than copper and zinc, with magnetite or rubies or gold or diamonds, your house will power for free, because gold and diamonds and rubies hold a high voltage of magnetism, and they can do it. They are conduits of magnetism. See what I'm saying? Copper ain't no conduit of magnetism. Copper will burn out fast. It only lasts for so long. It's not a real conduit of magnetism, and that's why these men build with copper and zinc, because it holds the lowest voltage. It pulls the lowest voltage of magnetism. But magnetite, pearls, rubies, that's what we want. We want the magnetic anomalies that the Bible name in Revelations 21:19. The Bible tell you what magnetic elements, what stones, what crystals to build our homes and our societies, our roads, our streets, our cars, our train systems. It tell you what to build with, but we in a Flintstone age, we still dumb down. You know what I'm saying? We building with dead wood and dead cement. This is crazy. This is crazy. Hence the golden gem adornment of, Yeah, this is crazy. The 12. Yeah, hell yeah, the 12. The 12 prophets, they represent 12 magnetic stones. Like when you see them, they got breastplates of stones. Well, that's another story. They took the woman's stones. They took the woman's stones and they made breastplates with them, and they made adornment plates with them, and they made them as something to be wear as jewelry and damn near idolized. Like, it's funny how they say don't idolize women, they false idols, but that's what we do with gold. That's what we do when we see the rappers with them big ass chains on. They literally wearing superconductors with they dumb ass. They don't even know. Like, it's deeper than wearing a house. You wearing a superconductor that can power a house and a community. So, they got all that ice in their teeth. They got all the ice. How many of them you think they know they wearing a superconductor? They wearing something that can power a community. And the matriarchal lineage, the heart is the compass, and the eternal sun, it is the eternal sun that mirrors the eternal. Okay, unveiling occurs, the secret does not find the door. Okay, I think we read that. And then I got these comments right here. Damn. The return of the great mother. The return of the great mother. I love reading that. For eras, the patriarchs sought to frame the firmament as a locked ceiling. So when you read all type of religious context, it talk about the firmament, and it talk about it being a ceiling, a crystallized ceiling. It talk about it being a crystallized floor, and it talk about it being a gateway, a pathway, a doorway. It talk about how all type of rabbis have ascended here. It's so much literary on this, y'all, and I'm here to open up the gates, open up the door on this. It's so much religious context on the firmament being heaven, and it's so much context of the firmament being matriarchal refuge when looked at from the matriarchal lenses. So hopefully y'all can read that down there. I can't read that. By veiling the mother, they disconnected the seeker from the source of the primordial waters. The return of the great mother is the restoration of the vertical axis. So we got to know that the restoration and unification story in the Bible, the last story in the Bible, is literally telling you. I just showed y'all like 2 hours ago how that is all about the woman being restored. The woman, people of the earth realizing that God has been a woman all along, and that the firmament, aka heaven, has been here all along. We just been so distracted and haven't seeked. Okay, that's the alchemy of the heart. So where is that at? Oh, that's right there. Okay, cool. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got like maybe 4 more slides, y'all. And then we can go into a different bookmark. We can go something different that's still correlating though. But we got like 4 more slides. I'm happy for y'all, man. Y'all made it through. Y'all know we've been live since 1 o'clock. Man, give yourselves a standing ovation. Give yourselves a round of applause. Y'all been getting y'all ear talked off. But I woke up this morning with that energy. I woke up to talk y'all ear off. Y'all been here. The people that been here. What's up, Queen? You been here. You been here since 1 month. Nurture, blessing. Yeah, show yourself some love. Let me give y'all some love, man. Let me put some heart emojis. I ain't been seeing nothing but heart emojis this whole time I've been talking. Let me give y'all some heart emojis, goddammit. And I need y'all to look this name up right here, because he responsible for putting this this spiritual spiritual hypnosis on us. Ptolemy Soter is really Jesus. Ptolemy Soter. Yes, you make heaven. These foreign colonizers. Hold on, I'm writing something down for y'all. And then we finna read the last 4 slides. Soteriology is the study of salvation. So that's how these men justify this. They call this salvation. Even all through the Bible, they call this our salvation. That's how they rectify hiding a great mother. And we chose this as salvation. You know, we chose to accept coming out the blood and the water and the pain of a man. That's what Jesus is. We came out the blood, the waters of Jesus. No, I came out the blood, the waters of my mother. How about that? Not no damn, man. For eras, the patriarchs sought to frame the firmament as a lock ceiling. They named it as a barrier to keep the seeker grounded in a cycle of toil. By veiling the mother, they disconnected the seeker from the source of the primordial waters. The return of the great mother is the restoration of the vertical axis. This return signifies that the original architect of the cosmos is being reactivated. Yeah! That's what I'm here to do. That's what I'm doing to you. That's what I'm doing to you. I'm activating you. I'm DNA activating you. Love it. It's that time. I'm so tired of people perversing our spirituality, and I'm so tired of being the shit of a race, but being the bottom of a race, if that make any sense. Like, how we the shit in sports. Everybody want to be like us when it come to fashions and whatnot. How we the shit at everything we do, but we at the bottom of the totem pole. How everybody want to be like us. How we the shit, but we at the bottom of the totem. Our spirituality is perverse. Our symbolism is perverse. But yeah, everybody want to be like us. Everybody see our greatness, but we the only ones that can't find it. I found it. That's what I'm here for. I got us. Okay. Please go somewhere, Zoe. I only got 2 more slides. Move. Go. You doing the most. I am not talking to you. I know you're not used to hearing me talk this much. Okay. Let me start from the top again. I like what I just read. Oh, y'all need to tag a friend. Y'all know a black woman. Y'all need to tag a black woman. You hear me? Everybody that's taking selfies want to be seen. Get out of here with that vainness. We trying to get a earth back to the woman for real. We ain't trying to see you. We trying to get an earth back to the woman for real. We want the woman to have the earth for real, man. This return signifies that the original archetype of the cosmos is being reactivated. The mother is the space, the matter, and the light. As she returns, the artificial structures of control dissolve because they cannot survive in the presence of her high-frequency radiance. The seeker now finds the path to the light realms wide open. So check. That's what I was just telling y'all about 2020 when they came with that fake-ass corona. They was talking about people was dying because of the coronavirus. You know what the corona is, y'all? Y'all know what y'all corona is? Let me ask y'all in the chat since we talking. Y'all know what y'all corona is? Y'all corona. When they said coronavirus, what they really was saying, look up what corona mean. Have y'all ever looked up what corona mean? Oh, man. Corona is your aura. Corona is your magnetic light. Corona is your cup that runneth over. Corona is your frequency, your magnetic frequency in your body. You make a toroidal field, you make a aura. It's your aura. It's your magnetic bubble. It's your firmament. It's your magnetism of your body extends like a magnet. Your corona is your aura. So when they said coronavirus, they were saying aura virus. They were saying light virus. They were saying we is attacking the resonance, the sound of the universe. And what happened in 2020? What happened in 2020? 5G. 5G unrolled. You hear me? Do you hear me? You know what 5G is? It's unharmonious sound. It's unharmonious sound wave. And our bodies vibrate to sound. So when all this is talking high frequency radiation, in 2020, we've been in this high frequency radiation that's activating our DNA, that's making us wake up. We in this age of what they call the Aquarius age, in which the magnetism of the earth will raise and rise, and therefore the magnetic people of the earth their consciousness will shift, will rise, because the magnetism is rising. So naturally, your inclinations, your inquisitive things you inquiring about is rising within you. You want to know the truth. You know what I'm saying? So they knew since 2020 that the high frequency radiance of the universe, aka the frequency of the mother, the great mother, they knew that this was going to happen in 2020, so they unrolled 5G on purpose as an attack to block that frequency, y'all. To block that frequency from activating, y'all. That's why y'all see every 200 feet it's a 5G tower. They got you thinking it's the 5G tower that close in proximity, so your shit can your device can function faster. No. It's so you as the device don't function faster. You are the device. You are the technology. You are spiritual technology. So when the magnetism of Earth done rose in 2020, it was supposed to raise us and raise our vibrations. But we've been hit by this 5G. It's blocking our harmonic. So this is the spiritual warfare that we in. Spiritual warfare is light. This is all about light frequencies. We are light beings. This is about light. So this is why it's very vital to unplug the Wi-Fi router when you go to sleep, and unplug your TV. Anything that's a man-made frequency, you need to unplug that before you go to sleep, because your cells is not really resting. Your cells is still vibrating. The cells in your body, the cells in your heart, the cells in your throat, the cells in it vibrate. This is why it's a thyroid epidemic. This is why it's a uterus epidemic, because we in these frequencies, these radiations of frequencies. If I go to sleep next to a goddamn Wi-Fi router, I'm gonna wake up with a thyroid problem, because my damn thyroid function everything. It's the most important function. One of the most important functions of women is their thyroid. But if you just goddamn it, if you in these man-made frequencies all day, then your vibe is just vibrating, and it's not your thyroid is not vibrating at a harmonic frequency. This is why your organs is called organs. Get it? Because your organs vibrate to sound. Because your organs vibrate to sound. This is why your heart is called an organ. This is why your colon, everything in your body is called an organ, because organs vibrate to sound. This is all about sound. That's why one of the biggest parables is one of the opening parables in the Bible is let there be light. Let there be, it's sound. It's telling you sound. I know y'all heard that parable before. It's sound. This is all about sound. Magnetism is harmonic sound. This is about sound. So when they unrolled 5G in 2020, they knew exactly what they was doing. They was trying to block the harmonic resonance of the great mother that's trying to activate you. She need to hit you with her frequency to activate you. She need to hit you with her sound to activate you. Once that frequency hit your blood hold frequency. Your blood holds sound signatures. Your blood hold light codes that's activated by sound signatures. So when your blood hear these sound signatures, your blood hold light codes. Light codes is information. So when the sunlight and the moonlight hit your blood, not your brain, when that sunlight and that moonlight hit your blood, it activate the light codes in your blood. That sunlight and that moonlight is information, it's intelligence, and we download the sunlight and moonlight in our blood through our melanin, but in our blood as information. Light is information. So being that the sunlight and the moonlight has the frequencies of both of those has risen, it's waking black people up, it's waking the people up of the earth. So they had to unroll 5G to block that frequency of you waking up, to block the mother's frequency. Look what they were saying. Look what they've been saying all through this pandemic. Ever since 2020, the Aurora Borealis has been doing things that she has never done before. She has been showing herself all over the earth. The Aurora Borealis is pure female consciousness. It's not male and female. It's not a duality. It's not a balance. The Aurora Borealis is purely female consciousness and extends from beyond the firmament as a beacon for your ass to follow it. So they've been putting this 5G out because they know that the great mother is waking her star beings, her divine beings up. We activated now. This is what it means to be activated. You get activated by light. You get activated by sound. They got to block your activation. That's why they're giving you a new iPhone. That's why they're giving you a new screen TV. That's why they're giving you all this stuff that vibrate on these unharmonic frequencies. Somebody tell me if I ain't making no sense. So we got to deconstruct, not just from religion, but from this matrix altogether. We got to throw these TVs out. We got to throw these electronics out. We got to get out of these electric modules that we in, because it's blocking the intelligence, it's blocking the information, it's blocking the high frequency radiance of the great mother. That high frequency radiance of the great mother is going to activate you. She going to wake you up. When that sunlight, that moonlight, especially that moonlight is 10 times more powerful than the sun. When that moonlight hits your blood, man, do you know what that's doing? You downloading millions and millions of years of information. This is why you just get a thought out of nowhere. This is why that light bulb just go off out of nowhere. All you got to do is go in the sun for 7 minutes and you're going to start downloading information. This is why we blocked off from the sun. This is why we in these houses, these concrete ass, these frequency blocker houses. These houses just block the frequency of the sun. If you was in the sun all day, you would be so goddamn smart, you'd probably be levitating. You'd probably be flying. This is why they got us in houses. This is why they got us in unmagnetic environments. I had to break all that down. I had to hold on, because I get real when it comes to that. Because I was going to City Hall in my city of Gary, Indiana, and I was telling the City Hall officials, like, yo, they finna unroll 5G. That's finna kill the whole world. I was brave enough to tell them, I don't care, man. I know how that look, how that sound, man. Look, I'm very confident and secure with who I am. So I was going to City Hall every damn day, to where they were so familiar with me, they was just letting me sit in the chambers. Mr. Such and Such is here, and they was just letting me come in and kick my stuff, talk my stuff. I'm in there with notebooks this thick, like, yo, they finna unrelease 5G, and this is why it's finna kill the whole world. This was 2020 before the whole world died. So the officials in my city was listening, and they was like, yeah, but what can we do? What, like, we see what you presenting, we see what you saying, and we see your conviction, and we don't know none of what you talking about, but what do you want us to do to help? I'm like, look, man, we need to rally up the troops. We need to go. The whole world finna die. They finna release 5G and the whole world finna die. And that's exactly what happened. It wasn't a virus. It was the frequency. We under a frequency attack, y'all. We under a frequency war. That's what it means to be in a spiritual war. It's about frequencies. It's about sound. The patriarch is emitting a sound to block out the matriarchs. But the matriarchs is raising the sound, and they like, y'all gonna have to take it. Me, you, we gonna have to take it. We gonna have to raise our vibe because they got to block out the patriarchs. So the more the patriarchs raise theirs, the more the matriarchs got to raise theirs. So you get it. So if you've seen all type of articles of the Aurora Borealis showing up in Minnesota, Chicago, showing up all over the United States in places that she has never showed ever in recorded history, this is why. She was showing herself. This is the great mother. This is female consciousness. Follow this home. That's okay. 144 frequency. Thyroid is lack of speaking your truth. Thyroid is lack of speaking your truth. Okay, I think I tell you what you said. I knew it. I felt all of that. My great mother saved me. Whoo, this is wild. I was just trying to make sure I'm not missing no questions. A lot of us start waking up, and the year I asked God for the truth, and when I start questioning who I've been praying to all this time. Yeah, me too, Queen. Yeah, I see y'all talking to each other too. That's what's up, man. Remember the animated movie Soul? I didn't see that movie Soul. I gotta see that. Yes, that's why teaching our children music is so important. Yes, and that's why you try to remove it from school. Yes, we gotta know that life is about harmonic frequency, sound wave. What it mean to be born in sin, S-I-N-E, sine wave, harmonic sound wave. The universe oscillates a natural harmonic sound wave that they call the Schumann resonance, that they call the Lorentz force. They give a patriarchal definition to it. So we in sound, we all around sound. This is about sound. All right, one more of these so I can read. Ascending alive. I love when it's talking like that, ascending alive, because these patriarchs will tell your ass you got to die to go to heaven. But the matriarch said, no, come on here alive. You ain't got to die to come here. Come on up out of that decay. Come on up out of that dissonance. Come on up out of that radiation. We got you. We left a path for you to way out, but you got to follow that path. If you down here wandering aimlessly, if you down here just for play, if you down here ignoring that voice in your head, then yeah, you deserve whatever the hell you stuck in patriarchy. But if you're really seeking truth, if you really want real answers, the matriarchs, they showed you the real answers. Like, but it's so crazy because all the remnants that they left around the earth, we let the patriarchs give a bad definition to. We let the patriarchs call them pagans and idols and whatnot. And I'm just here to blow the lid off that. Like, these was not pagans and idols. These was black women. And I'm not going to let that be that no more. These was black women that was leaving signatures all around the earth for us to remember who the hell was here first and who the hell God is. So them is not idol dials. Them is remnants of who was here first. Reminders of who was here first. All type of figurines of black women was found all over the earth. And men knew that they couldn't hide that from everybody. So they had to give a bad definition to it. So they call these statuettes left by black women. So you remember who God is, and so you remember who was here first. They call these findings of women. They call them pagans and idols. They call them idols, idol dials, idols. So they had to give a bad definition to it because they knew they couldn't keep you from it. They knew you would find it. It was so many of these remnants of women buried in the earth. So they like, damn, what we gonna do when they find the remnants on their own? We can't just go dig all these remnants up ourselves. We keep finding them everywhere. They don't bury them this deep in the earth, that deep in the earth. Damn, these women really wanted to leave behind their signature, their biological signature, for people to know who they is. So what do we do? How do we convince the earth that women wasn't here first, and that these wasn't biological markers, that women was here first, and that women is God? What do? Oh, we trick the psyche of the future generations to come. The people now know that these are signature biological markers, but we have to trick the people to come. We have to line up for people to come. So what they did just that. They gave a derogatory claim to our black women figurines found all over the earth, and they said these was pagans and idols. But these was remnants of black women. So you know who was here first, and you know who God is. Other countries are finding them and exposing them to us. Yeah. See, it was so many of these figurines that they knew they couldn't hide them. They still finding them. Women, like, it's probably figurines of the black women still ain't found. And women did that on purpose. Because they wanted you, they wanted you to know. These are biological markers. Nothing else. They wanted you to know, yo, I was here first. I walked the earth first. I'm God. When you find these figurines, you don't see these figurines attached with no man. You don't see the woman and the man attached together. You see the woman and the woman only. And you see her pussy being highlighted, and you see her breast being highlighted, representing fertility and birth. Birth on her own. Because, mind you, ain't no remnants of no man found with these figurines. It's just nothing but figure. I'll show them on my page. My last so many videos, I'm showing you the Venus figurines. What they call the idols. How the hell can you call something idol that can give an immaculate conception? How the hell can you call something idol? How can you call a woman idol and she can give birth with no man? That ain't idol. That's the opposite of idol. So that's why they had to reverse that psychology. That's why they had to tell you idol, because they knew that these women could procreate on their own. Black women, y'all could procreate on your own. It's called human parthenogenesis. It's called being an asexual being. The birds, the bees, all these can keep life going on with sustainability with no male. All these birds, bees, the cows, the fish, they can all procreate without no semen, without no male. It's called human parthenogenesis. I gotta move these comments. Okay. The most profound secret of the Kemetic and Nubian initiates was the ability to ascend while fully embodied. You hear that? You hear that? What's up, the bloodline midwife? Nurtured. Blessings. I still see you in here, Nurtured. I seen you came in, real Renaissance woman. Don't think I ain't see you pop your head up in here, real Renaissance woman. What's up, man? You missed a 5-hour profound lecture showing how the firmament and showing how the what they call Antarctica ice wall is a biological DNA shield. It's a mitochondrial plasma shield of the black woman. Our Nubian ancestors made this biological plasma shield for us to be only to penetrate and not nobody else. You hear me? That we got ill intents and whatnot. So this ain't my interpretation. This ain't nothing I made up. This is what our Nubian ancestors said. So we supposed to make it to that ice wall and we can penetrate it, because it's not an ice wall. It's a DNA shield. A mitochondria DNA shield. And I know y'all know what mitochondria mean. Mitochondria only go back to the black woman. Nobody else. The black man ain't got no mitochondria DNA. You hear me? This all go back to the black woman. How Rome warred against our Nubian ancestors, and they created the firmament as a protective shield, as a sanctuary to protect the lineage and preserve the lineage of women. Because men been down here killing the hell out of women for a long ass time, all the way up into the 18th century. Men been going around doing witch hunts. Men been doing witch hunts since all the way to the 8th. That was just 120 years ago, the 1800s, it seems. So I tell people all the time, I've been telling people since a kid, I'll be like, man, I don't know no man that died on no cross, but I do know millions and millions of years, thousands of years of women that died on the cross, burnt alive. What about them? Men done went around this earth and burnt women alive on crosses. And what, we just forgot that? We just ignore that? You know how long men been burning women alive? Alive? Alive. On crosses. Do you know how long men been doing that? For millenniums. Since before it was 0 on the clock. So how the hell do they trick us to give some type of compassionate fuck about a funky ass dude down on the cross? Let's say this dude did die on the cross. What the hell is that in comparison to the millions and millions of women that died on the cross? You got life fucked up. That shit make me so mad. Ooh, that make me so mad. I'm boiling right now. I'm hot right now just thinking about a woman dying and burning on a fucking cross. And then you want me to give my soul and my spirituality to this nigga and feel sorry for this nigga because he died on the cross. What if he did? I don't care. What if he did? What about the women that did? Why they story ain't told? Why I gotta have compassion for this dude? Shit, they died on the cross too. What about them? You know how many witch hunts went down? Do you know King James that wrote the Bible conducted these witch hunts? Do you know he wrote the demonology of how to kill a black woman in the 1500s, and then he wrote the Bible in the 1600s? The demonology. I'll spell it in the chat. This dude wrote the demonology volumes 1 and 2 on how to hunt and kill a witch, aka a black woman. Then 15 years later, he wrote the fucking Bible. So it seemed like man has just been trying to trick and reverse the roles, destiny swap. It seemed like man have been trying to tell us the truth, but give it in a reverse psychology. Yeah, motherfucker did die on the cross, but it wasn't no Jesus. It wasn't no man. And like I said, if one man did die on one cross, how is that in comparison to millions and millions of women dying on the cross? And what disturbs me, what bothers me is that we don't ask ourselves these questions. What disturbs me and bothers me is that they can teach about the Salem witch trials in school. And we still don't have a light bulb that go off like, well, if women died on the cross, why should we give a fuck if a man died on the cross? We got to have all this compassion, all this, he died for my sins. What the women die for? What you think they died for? They died so your funky ass can have free energy. They died because the goddamn men was trying to charge the people of the land to live, to eat food and to drink water. And the women said, no, you're not charging the people for that. That's why they died. What Jesus died for? What Jesus giving you some free bread and wine at? Jesus got your ass paying rent every week. Not month, week. These women fought so you didn't have to pay rent every week. When you go to church to pay tithes, that's paying rent. When you pay rent to live, they fought so you did not have to do that. Yeah, they done let the right one through the door. They done activated the right one. You hear me? I've been knew this information. That's why I'm so eloquent. That's why I can talk so natural like this. Y'all ain't seen nothing yet. We gonna go live every day. We gonna create a little community, a little family to where it's just us up in here. We gonna do this every day. You know, at least one time allowed. I can't say every day because I know, you know what I'm saying, but I don't get caught up in the lures of patriarchy. I don't let patriarchy, you know what I'm saying? I don't let patriarchy pull me away from what I know going on. White man rules 6,000 years. That's what they want you to think. But because the white man ain't even been around 6,000 years. You can Google and see how long white people been here. And it ain't even been 6,000 years. White people, that's what they want you to think, Renaissance woman. But I'm not, trying to tell you wrong. All I'm going to tell you is I'm here to show us how to correctly research. So if you want to know how long a white man been here, you close out this live, you go in your Google, and this is what you do. You ask how long have white people been here according to Tasheti, according to the Nile Valley, according to Nubia, according to Comet, according to matriarchal resources, and then see what answer you get. But if you just go on your phone and you ask, how have the white man been here for 6,000 years, and you just leave it at that, you're going to get a patriarchal definition. But when you ask according to the matriarchs, you're going to get a matriarchal definition, and the matriarch's going to tell you the spot on truth. The white man is the original AI. I wouldn't say the white man is the original AI. I would say the black man is the original AI. Because the black man, the black woman is who hold all the cosmic intelligence. She who hold the double X chromosome. Your double X chromosome store information, whereas the man only got one X chromosome. So when we talking AI, we talking information, right? Okay, we talking information. So the black woman hold more data, more storage data in her DNA. Your double X chromosome hold millennia of information. This is why you God. You naturally know how to do everything. You know how to fly. You know, you got all the answers already. It's stored in your DNA. But the black man, he only got one X chromosome. And then he got a Y chromosome, which is a broke off X chromosome. The Y chromosome serves no purpose. It don't hold no data. It's a degenerate chromosome. So you tell me who the AI is. The white man and the black man is the same. White and black people come from one mitochondrial DNA. I'll do a live on that. I'll show y'all how we come from 4 main groups in Africa. I asked the matriarchs this. I know all this because this is according to the matriarchs. So this is how you have division. This is how you create division. This is how you control and conquer, create division. You tell them they white, you tell them they black, you tell them they brown, and then you tell them they better, you tell them they lesser, and then they create division. But if you tell them they one, how you gonna create division? How you gonna create separation? We one. It ain't no such thing as white, black. It ain't no such thing as none of that. That's the patriarch. That's the illusion. That's the deception. We one race. We come from one black woman. We come from one mitochondrial DNA, from one, nothing else. So that means that the white person, the white man, the white woman, the white whoever could only come from the mitochondrial DNA of the black woman. No, white people don't have multiple origins. Again, you got to do your research according to the matriarchs. You got to do your research according, all are generic. No, you got to do your research. This is what we was taught. And we was taught this not by women, not by our matriarchal ancestors. So I know what you saying. I was taught that as well. I know this information that you saying, like white people, multiple organs, the monkey, the Reese's monkey blood, the wolf monkey blood. I know all about that. I ain't just started doing this 5 years ago. I used to almost believe some of that stuff. But no, we all come from the mitochondrial DNA. How can somebody come from a monkey and ape and all that anyway? Yeah, ask ourselves that. So we did have a period of time to where men spliced their genes, spliced their genetics, try to cut off the great mother, and they did animalistic shit. So don't get me wrong, a lot of people do got mixed blood type, AB blood type, and this do have animal characteristics in it, but that's only because the men spliced, they did that. That ain't because of nothing else. Like the way they taught us, like caveman stories and whatnot. This is all, when you see white people, you looking at a science experiment of the black man. You looking at black man, the black man did that. Black man did that. Hold on, Black man was trying to cut off the great mother. Black man was on some scientific shit and was trying to cut off the great mother. They wanted to make a police race. Oh my God, what is going on? Send you a request to be in your video. Oh, that's what that is. You send me a request to be. No, you can't come in this video, ma. I'm sorry. We finna stay locked in on the Great Mother. We not finna debate about no white people. I'm so sorry. Because what I'm giving you is actual factual. I ain't come here to debate, not about no white people. We only talking about the Great Mother and her DNA as a mitochondria shield as the firmament. So we could do this again another time, but we gonna keep it on the Great Mother. And what I heavily encourage you to do when you talking to somebody learned like okay, no debate. Oh, it's all love. I'm very, very learned, not to say that you not, but I have researched all this from the matriarchal perspective. See what I'm saying? So none of this is my beliefs or interpretations. Yeah, I know, and I'm here to learn you, and I'm here to learn from you as well. It's reciprocal. I'm sure you could tell me something I don't know as well. And you know what I'm going to say when you tell me something I don't know? You know what I'm going to say? I didn't know that. Thank you. I'm real humble with it, man. And I just want you to know the truth. You know what I'm saying? I'm very pro-black. You hear me? I'm very pro-black. But I'm not under the illusion of man. I'm not for the divide and conquer neither. So my best friend growing up was a white dude named Bobby Comer. Rest in peace, Bobby Comer. I'll never throw shade on white people, especially knowing the truth that they us, that they are brothers, that they just a lighter version of us. If you take me out this sun, I'll lose my melanin too. But they can gain their melanin back going on chlorophyll diets. This is about chlorophyll. So we got to understand that our definition of other races is from the patriarch. That's it. That's all. When we can understand that, then we can begin to break the psychological locks, the spiritual locks, and we can research from the matriarchal perspectives. The matriarch said that the white people came from a black lineage. It's 4 lineages that came out of Africa, and they give you the lineage name, and they tell you that this lineage woo woo woo. That's what the matriarch said. We got the albinos. We got people that, lost their melanin over a course of time due to things that happened with the demographics and whatnot. But that's neither here nor there. So it's dope as hell y'all been in the live with me this long, man. I can't believe y'all been thugging with me this long. We been live since 1 o'clock. Y'all know how long that is? So much gratitude and love to everybody. We just went so hard talk about this firmament as a DNA, mitochondria, plasma DNA shield. And y'all ate it up. Y'all loved it. So I love that y'all loved it. Cause shit, I'm genuine. I'm sincere with this. Look at the love. Y'all been showing hella love, man. I'm gonna put the donation button up and everything. Show love with the donation. Y'all done talk me into that. You talking about y'all gotta make a donation button. Shit. But you know what I'm saying? I'm finna go hard. I'm finna be broadcasting from the computer. And I'm gonna have the pictures, the symbolism to hit y'all with the literary as well. So I'm finna hard launch for y'all, man. We finna wake these women up and we finna change this earth. I'm sick of the bullshit. I've been reaching out to these matriarchs, and these matriarchs just been on bullshit. These matriarchs is even gay guard. I'm like, damn, the gay guards. Yeah, bro, you gotta eat. Yeah, I'm gonna eat regardless, bro. I'm just trying to. When I get donations, I'll put into this right here. You feel me? I ain't gonna take the donations and eat and all that other. I'm gonna put it right back into the matriarch. So that part. But yeah, hell yeah, look at the queens like I got you. Ah, man, I love y'all, man. That's what's up. Cause I just want the message to spread. And you know what I'm saying? Y'all see that this is profound literary. Did we finish reading this? The most profound secret of the Kemetic and Nubian initiates. And I like how, it named the references. I can't highlight that enough. It's telling you who's saying this. Kemet, Nubian women. It's telling you, it's giving you the references, you feel me? So you ain't got to wonder who. Hey, bro, how you get that? Where you get that? I asked the Nubians. So, Renaissance lady, asked the Nubians where the white people came from. Asked the Kemets where they came. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying to you. The most profound secret of the Kemetic and Nubian initiates was the ability to ascend while fully embodied. Say that then. Who, what? I could ascend in this physical body, man? Listen, man. You told that shit to the wrong nigga. This is not about leaving the physical form behind. No. That's what I've been telling them. But about transmuting it like an antenna. by activating the light body through the heart. I can't see these words because of the comments. But it's basically saying what you pierce through the firmament shield and enter the heavenly realms, the stars of the great mother. Man, stop playing with me, man. This is what it mean to be in a time of awakening. This is what it mean to be in a time of awakening. Hey, we've been thugging for like 6 hours. So you know what that mean? That mean I think we got like 2 more slides left. I think we went through like 100 slides, y'all. We killed this. We got through it. Shit. Pat yourself on the back. Because I was wondering, how am I finna read 100 slides to these people? Somebody got to do it, though. Queen Azila, I see you, mama, with the comments. Yeah, I'm going to put the donation button on, bro. I see the comment. Okay. This is the ultimate unveiling. It is the realization that the physical and spiritual are not two different places, but 2 different speeds of light. Ooh, I can't wait. I'm locked in. I know, right? I can't wait neither, because this will oscillate me. This will proliferate me. This is my relationship. I'm in a relationship with the great mother. I'm always smiling because of what I know. It's kind of hard for me to be down. Even when I have a bad day, it's like, man, I know where heaven is. I know where heaven is. What I'm mad for? Man, I get too mad. I'm going to walk up one of these goddamn mountains and find heaven my goddamn self. Go sit down. Go sit down. You're doing too much. Okay, this is the ultimate unveiling. It is the realization that the physical and the spiritual are not 2 different places, but 2 different speeds of light. Now, remember we was just talking about the light, y'all. Remember I was just telling you about the 2 different lights. Remember I was just telling you about the 2 different lights, how we've been in this different light spectrum since 2020. When the seeker accelerates their internal vibration through the love and wisdom of the mother, they walk through the shield as if walking through a mist. Now we talking about the firmament, entering the internal presence of the great source. Should have said of the great mother. Summary of the matriarchal flow concept, patriarchal distortion, matriarchal reality. Okay, y'all see the comparisons. Y'all see what's going on. Y'all see what's going on. I think we got 1 more slide left. And I got a lot more I could read to y'all. Y'all want me to keep going? I'm juiced up. I'm amped up. I'll probably keep going. Even if y'all got other things to do, I can still post this, you know what I'm saying, when I'm done. It's best for me to just get these lives out while I feel like it. Visualization of the ancient architecture. The original temples of Taseti was designed to mirror this process. The inner sanctum was not a hiding place, but a place of concentration. Just as the firmament shield concentrate lights, the temple concentrated the seeker's focus. The murals of the Kushite queens, the canvases, often show them standing as tall as the mountains, their heads touching the stars. I didn't know this. But these is murals, huh? This is the literal representation of the seeker who has activated their heart and passed through the shield. They are no longer small. They are cosmic. They are no longer small. Now, how I just lose where I was at? Yeah, I know. This is the literal representation. Oh, okay, because that's it. That's all it is to read. Yep. So, I hope y'all enjoyed this, man. I cannot believe I just talked to this phone for 6 damn hours. Just talk to this camera like this. But y'all talked back. So, it wasn't too bad. You just gave me the most simplistic definition what it means to transmute it. Well, I'm glad I could do that for you, Mom. That's what I'm here for. Everything I'm telling you, you already know. I'm just here to remind you. I'm just here to activate you. You sleep in beauty. I'm just here to activate you. I'm here to wake you up. We got symbolism all around us in life. When we playing that Mario game, the Mario Brothers game, you know why he trying to ascend to each level, to go higher to each level, like what we trying to do? We trying to go higher. You know what he trying to do when he get to each level? You know what the game is all about? It's about you, man. It's about rescuing the queen. It's about finding the princess. That's what Mario trying to do. He trying to find the princess and activate her DNA with the mushrooms, with the tomatoes. You see him eat the mushrooms and the tomatoes and power up and get strong. You see him, the star. You see when he get the star, nothing can fuck with him when he get that star. When Mario get that star, anything can shoot at him and whatever. It can't penetrate him. So that's symbolism too. That you can go amongst the stars. You are of the stars. You see him eat the tomatoes and he starts spitting the fireballs. You see him eat the mushroom and he get bigger and bigger and bigger. He grow. You do that. There's symbolism all around us. He was doing all that to get to you, man. Mario was trying to get to the highest level to get you from King Koopa. He was trying to say you the princess. That's what this is all about. You the princess. So I enjoyed y'all enjoying me. I enjoyed the live. I'm gonna put together another presentation for y'all. It's 7 o'clock. Let's see. I probably I don't know. I can't say, man. Y'all just turn y'all notification button on. We gonna create a little Instagram family right here, and we gonna transfer it over to YouTube because I'm trying to get 1,000 subscribers there, so I can monetize. Everybody else, you know what I'm saying, making money off bullshit information. I'm trying to, take care of myself and do this right here for y'all. So, yeah, pipes is wormholes through dimensions. I could G for that. We got somebody else in the live that think that too. I always said that life is like a game. There's levels to this. Yep, and the key about levels is you go up in the levels. Up. The last dimension of Mario, the last level looked like heaven. It looked like heaven. And he rescued the queen. And he reunite with the queen. It ain't so much that he rescue her, he reunite with her. So I enjoyed this, King. Thank you so much for your time. You welcome, Mom. I was talking about the pipes on Mario. You was, bro. Good night, King. Good night. Good night. I enjoyed y'all. We'll do this again real soon. Turn y'all notification on. But even if y'all miss, I always post the lives. It ain't no thing. Tag a friend. Tell somebody so we can grow as a collective. Because we trying to get an earth back to the black woman. Matriarchs Rising. Much love.